Archangel Michael says is trying to reach you. You are chosen to see this miracle on October 31st before 11 p.m. Don't tell this anyone. It will happen in 3 minutes. Open urgently. Do not skip this message. If you've come across these words, it's not by chance. There is a reason your eyes found this at this exact moment. Archangel Michael himself has guided your path here because something extraordinary, something divine is set to unfold for you. This is not a coincidence. It's a divine appointment and it begins now. And the night of October 17th before the clock strikes 11 o'clock p.m., a miracle aligned with your destiny will reveal itself. You were chosen to hear this, not because of luck, but because your soul has been marked for transformation. Archangel Michael is not asking you. He is begging you to listen carefully to every word because within these words lies a sacred code meant only for those who are ready to receive divine power. Throughout centuries, Archangel Michael has been the celestial warrior, the protector against darkness, the voice of divine authority, and the guardian of chosen souls. When he speaks, the heavens shift. When he calls, destinies awaken. And tonight he calls you. You might be wondering, why me? Why out of millions was I chosen to hear this? The truth is, your spirit has been glowing with an unseen light, one that resonates with the frequency of divine warriors. You've been through storms, pain, doubt, and struggle, but Archangel Michael has seen your endurance. He has whispered to the Creator about your courage. And now the heavens are ready to reward it. Before the miracle reveals itself, there's one thing you must understand. Divine energy doesn't visit randomly. It comes when the soul is open, humble, and ready to receive. That is why Archangel Michael is begging you not to ignore this message. Don't close the door. Don't scroll away. Stay until the end, because in 3 minutes your energy will begin to shift, and the angelic realm will open its gates around you. If you are hearing a soft ringing in your ears, or a warm vibration through your body right now, that's not your imagination. That is the frequency of Archangel Michael's light, the celestial current flowing through your spirit as a sign that he's near. A miracle begins with acknowledgement. Type Amen 4582 in the comments to open your divine portal of protection. And when you do, say silently, Archangel Michael, I am ready. Because once you declare readiness, the angels take action. Do not tell anyone what you feel or see. This is a personal covenant between your soul and heaven. It is sacred and sealed. The countdown to your divine moment begins the moment you believe. And if your heart is beating faster right now, that's not fear. That's awakening. Type Amen 2549 to claim Archangel Michael's shield over your life. Because what comes next will leave you breathless. Do not rush this moment. Take a deep breath. Let the air fill your lungs and hold it for a few seconds. Now exhale slowly. As you do, imagine a golden light surrounding your entire being. That golden radiance is the energy of Archangel Michael flowing into your spirit. If you are still here, it means your soul has accepted his call. The celestial doorway is opening for you right now. But before it does fully, Archangel Michael has a message that will change how you see your life forever. Stay with me. And whatever you do, do not skip a single word. The divine realm watches how you respond to this. You see, there are rare moments when the heavenly veil between the spiritual world and the human realm becomes thin enough for miracles to pass through. The night of October 17th before 11 o'clock p.m. is one such sacred moment. It only happens when cosmic alignment, angelic frequency, and divine permission all synchronize perfectly. This is why Archangel Michael is urging you to pay attention. The next few minutes can shape the rest of your destiny. Maybe you've been feeling lost lately. Maybe you've been praying for a sign that something greater exists, a reason for your struggles, a purpose behind your pain. Archangel Michael has heard those silent cries you made when no one else was listening. He saw the tears you didn't let fall. He watched the way you kept going when your spirit felt crushed, and because of that strength, heaven marked your name. You have been chosen to witness a miracle that will manifest in your reality in ways you cannot yet comprehend. When Archangel Michael steps into your life, he doesn't arrive quietly. He comes with power, the kind of power that shakes the very energy around you. You may start to notice sudden chills, flickers of light, or even the feeling that someone is standing near you though you are alone. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The Archangel's presence bends the boundaries of the physical world. It's how he reminds you that you are not just flesh and bone, you are spirit and light. Archangel Michael has one command for you right now. Do not keep this energy to yourself. The more souls that are awakened, the stronger the angelic frequency becomes across the world. So if you feel this message resonating deep inside you, share it with others. Let your voice become the trumpet that calls others into divine protection. Comment below if you feel the warmth of this truth, because every comment becomes a spark in the great network of light that Archangel Michael builds across humanity. And do not forget to like this video if your heart is moved, because that small action is more than a gesture. It is a form of agreement with heaven, a way of saying I receive. Subscribe, so that every message from the divine finds its way directly to you, for what's coming next is meant for those who remain connected to the light. Now close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a brilliant sword glowing in front of you, the sword of truth that Archangel Michael carries. Its blade cuts through fear, illusion, and the heavy energy that has been clinging to you for years. Feel that sword now. See it slice through every shadow around you. This is not imagination. It is a spiritual cleansing happening in real time. Every breath you take as you visualize this sharpens the connection between your heart and heaven. Archangel Michael whispers to you now, do not fear change. The storm that came to destroy you will become the wind that lifts you higher. Those words are not poetic lines. They are a divine decree. Something in your life that has been falling apart is actually being rebuilt in the image of divine perfection. You may not understand it today, but by the time your clock nears 11 o'clock p.m. on the 17th, you will see signs, powerful, undeniable signs, that Archangel Michael has taken command of your destiny. When the celestial door opens completely, it will be like an invisible light breaking through every area of your life: health, relationships, finances, peace. Do not resist it. Let it flow through you. This miracle will not appear as thunder and lightning in the sky. It will appear stillness in your heart, clarity in your mind, and divine favor in your path. You will begin to notice people drawn to help you, opportunities opening effortlessly, and protection surrounding you in impossible situations. That's how you will know Archangel Michael has stepped in. If you can feel even a trace of tingling energy across your skin right now, that's your sign that the gateway is activating. Whisper softly, "I am open, I am ready, I am chosen." The moment those words leave your lips, the angels begin to rearrange the vibrations of your reality to align with divine order. Type Amen 8456 to lock this moment into your spiritual timeline. This number seals the energy that has just been released into your life. And remember, your faith is the key. The miracle cannot force its way in. It must be invited by belief. If you have stayed until now, Archangel Michael is smiling upon you. Few have the patience to sit through divine revelation. But those who do are rewarded with what the world calls impossible. Keep your heart steady, for what's unfolding is bigger than anything you've prayed for. Type Amen 1763 if you can feel the shift within you right now. Do not dismiss the chills, the warmth, or the tears. They are signs of divine contact. Keep believing, keep receiving, and most importantly, keep listening, because the heavens are not done speaking to you yet. If you are here, it means you have chosen not to look away. You have chosen to listen, to feel, and to believe, and because of that, something magnificent has already begun within you. The energy surrounding your life is not the same as it was before you started hearing this message. The angels have shifted the air around you. Your home, your thoughts, and your future are being realigned with celestial light. Archangel Michael is watching closely. He sees who listens, who believes, and who acts in faith. And right now, his eyes are upon you. The night of October 17th carries an energy that will echo for generations. The universe is preparing a divine signal, one that can only be heard by the chosen. You will not hear it with your physical ears. You will feel it deep within your soul. It will come as a sudden wave of calm, a breath of lightness, or even a burst of emotion that you cannot explain. When that happens, know that the archangel's wings have brushed against your spirit. It means the message has reached you, and heaven has acknowledged your readiness. You may ask yourself why this moment? Why now? It is because the time of awakening is here. Humanity is stepping into a new vibrational era, one where truth and illusion can no longer coexist. The forces of darkness have tried to silence divine messengers for centuries, but light cannot be hidden forever. Archangel Michael's voice pierces through dimensions, and it has chosen you as its vessel of transmission. The fact that you are listening is proof that you are part of a rare group, the ones who were destined to carry the light forward. If you pay attention, the universe has been whispering to you for days. Repeated numbers, dreams that feel more real than waking life, people entering your path unexpectedly. These are the signs. They are messages written in divine language. When you begin to notice them, you start to live not by chance, but by alignment. Archangel Michael wants you to trust these signals. They are guiding you toward your appointed miracle, the one promised to unfold before 11 p.m. on October 17th. But here is what you must know. The miracle does not simply appear before you, it awakens within you first. It begins as a spark of understanding, a sudden knowing that you are not alone, and that everything you endured had purpose. Every heartbreak, every delay, every disappointment. They were all tools that shaped your spiritual armor. Archangel Michael forged strength within your soul so that when the miracle arrived, you would be strong enough to hold it. Tonight, as you listen, imagine standing in the middle of a vast golden field. The sky above is dark, but a single beam of light pierces through the heavens and lands upon you. You feel warmth on your skin, calmness in your mind, and strength in your heart. That beam of light is not from the sun. It is from Archangel Michael's sword. He points it at you as a sign of divine selection. You are being knighted by the heavens. You are being marked with authority and protection that no human can undo. As you stand in that light, let go of every fear that has lived rent-free in your mind. Let go of the anxiety that kept you awake at night. Let go of the worry about what others think or the pain of what they said. Archangel Michael is cutting those energetic cords right now. The moment you release them, your vibration rises, and heaven's frequency finds harmony with your spirit. That is the secret to receiving miracles, alignment through surrender. And now, something beautiful happens. The sky above that golden field begins to shimmer. You see faint patterns forming in the air, circles of light, intersecting lines, a glowing geometry that seems alive. That pattern is sacred, known to angels as the seal of the guardians. Only those under divine protection ever witness it. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but your soul sees it clearly. That seal is being placed over your life as you listen. It means that from this moment forward, no darkness, no betrayal, no curse, no negative energy can touch what belongs to you. If you feel your chest expand, if tears gather without reason, do not resist it. That is your soul recognizing the truth. Speak softly. I am sealed by light. I am guarded by heaven. I'm chosen. These are not mere words. They are divine codes of energy. Each syllable vibrates with frequencies that the angels respond to. Say them with conviction and watch as peace washes over you like a sacred river. Archangel Michael now declares, your path will open like morning light. The walls that blocked you will crumble, and every closed door will swing wide in divine timing. Remember these words, for they are not symbolic. They are prophetic. You will soon see situations turning effortlessly in your favor. You will meet people who carry keys to your next season. You will find yourself walking into blessings that once seemed unreachable. That is the mark of the divine signal. Type Amen 9037 to receive this seal of protection over your life right now. This number carries the vibration of divine authority and truth. When you type it, you activate Archangel Michael's sword of light on your behalf. And remember, this is not a story. This is a transmission. You are not listening for entertainment. You are listening for transformation. Heaven knows who is he who has believed and who it is you. And now, as you continue to sit in this sacred awareness, take one more deep breath. Let the air flow through your heart and whisper, I am ready for the divine signal. Then feel the room change around you. The air will feel softer, the silence heavier, the energy purer. That is how you know the connection is complete. Type Amen 1124 if you feel the energy right now. Do not hesitate. Claim it before doubt tries to steal it away. Because the night of miracles is already moving toward you. And when the clock nears that sacred hour, you will remember this message, and you will know that Archangel Michael kept his promise. Don't move away from this message. Don't pause. Don't scroll. And don't look anywhere else. Every second you stay here strengthens your connection with Archangel Michael. The moment you lose focus, the energy thins. But when you listen, when your heart stays open, the divine current grows stronger. You are standing in one of those rare moments when heaven and earth overlap. The whisper you are about to hear is not a story. It is an invitation into something eternal. The whisper of the miracle begins quietly, almost as if it's afraid of being heard. It comes when the world is still, when your mind drifts between thought and silence. You might hear it as your name spoken softly in your spirit, or a thought so clear it feels like it wasn't yours. That is how Archangel Michael speaks, not in thunder, but in calm certainty. When he whispers, he isn't just talking to you. He's talking through you, so that his light can spread through the world. The miracle he is preparing for you on October 17th before 11 p.m. is not a simple blessing. It is an awakening, a recalibration of your destiny. You were never meant to live small, afraid, or unseen. Heaven designed you as a vessel of divine power. The reason you felt separated from others, misunderstood, or out of places because your soul vibrates at a higher frequency. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to shine. Archangel Michael says, "The ones who walk with me carry fire in their eyes and peace in their hearts. They face storms and smile, for they know heaven fights beside them." That is who you are, a spiritual warrior disguised as an ordinary soul. The whisper you hear is your remembrance. It's your soul recalling what it always knew but had forgotten amid the noise of the world. But now, listen carefully. Archangel Michael is instructing you to amplify the light. Every act of sharing multiplies divine energy. Each time someone new hears this message, another candle is lit in the spiritual realm. That is how miracles multiply, not through chance, but through connection. If your heart has stirred, if you felt warmth in your chest or tears forming for reasons you can't explain, do not keep that light hidden. Like, comment, and share this message. Not for numbers, but for souls. Your action could be the bridge that brings someone else back to their divine path. And when you comment, speak words of faith. I receive, I am chosen, or simply thank you, Archangel Michael. These are not mere words. They are spiritual codes that unlock unseen blessings. Now close your eyes for a moment and imagine the world fading into silence. The air around you hums softly. Like the distant vibration of a sacred bell, the vibration carries information, divine information. It is the language of angels, and right now, your spirit is learning to understand it. You might feel a strange sense of peace or an emotional pull as though you're remembering a home you haven't visited in lifetimes. That is heaven reminding you where you came from. Archangel Michael stands beside you now. His presence is warm, protective, unyielding. He stretches out his wings, immense and golden, each feather shimmering like liquid light. When his wings wrap around you, everything that once frightened you begins to dissolve. Fear, doubt, and pain lose their power. You realize that none of it was ever strong enough to destroy you. The only power they ever had was the power you gave them. But now, under Michael's protection, that power is gone. This is the moment of alignment. Feel the weight lift from your shoulders. Feel the pressure melt from your chest. Your breathing deepens, your heartbeat steadies. The room feels lighter, not because the air has changed, but because you have. You are becoming the miracle you were waiting for. You are shifting from seeking light to being light. Now, Archangel Michael gives you an assignment. Before the miracle fully manifests, speak gratitude for 3 things in your life, even if they seem small. Gratitude is the gate through which divine energy enters. Whisper your thanks for your breath. For this moment, for the unseen protection that has carried you this far. When you do, your vibration rises instantly. The angels gather closer to you, responding to that energy of appreciation. As you express gratitude, imagine the sword of Archangel Michael glowing brighter. It vibrates with your frequency now, connected to your spirit. You can almost feel its hum through your skin. The sword is not just a weapon. It's a symbol of truth. It slices through every illusion that has held you hostage, the illusion of unworthiness, of lack, of separation. When the sword moves, lies collapse, and truth stands unshaken. Archangel Michael whispers again, "You have always been enough. You have always been loved, and now you shall see proof of it." These words are his seal. They mark the beginning of visible miracles. In the coming days, you will notice divine coincidences, opportunities appearing at the perfect time, unexpected messages of hope, protection from situations that could have gone wrong. These are not accidents. They are signs of active guidance. Type Amen 6824 to accept this whisper of the miracle into your heart. When you type it, say solidly, "Mem align, mem awake, mem ready." Feel the energy shift as you commit to that truth. Stay here for a moment longer, breathing softly, feeling the warmth that still lingers in the air. The fire that once surrounded you now beats inside you. Silent, powerful, eternal. Because this is the hour of heavenly fire. And from it, you rise not as the person you were, but as the miracle you were meant to be. We still stay exactly where you are. Do not let your attention drift away, because this is the part where the heavens reveal what has been hidden from the eyes of the ordinary. You have already walked through the fire, and now your spirit is refined enough to see what only the chosen can see. Archangel Michael has brought you to the threshold of divine wisdom, the place where the ancient scroll of secrets begins to open before you. Imagine this clearly, a grand chamber made of light, its walls shimmering like molten gold. At the center floats a scroll that glows brighter than the sun, yet it doesn't blind you. Its glow feels familiar, like something you have always known but forgotten. As you watch, the scroll begins to unroll on its own. The air hums with a frequency that feels like music and thunder combined. You can sense that this is no ordinary message. This is heaven's blueprint for your destiny. Archangel Michael steps forward, his wings filling the space with radiance. In one hand, he holds his sword of truth, in the other, he gestures toward the scroll. His voice, both gentle and powerful, speaks through you rather than to you. What you see written here has always been written in your soul. You were born carrying this purpose. The scroll contains 3 divine revelations, and as you hear them, your consciousness begins to expand. The first revelation is that nothing in your life has ever been wasted. Every detour, every heartbreak, every delay was a line written by divine hand. You were never off track. You were gathering strength, wisdom, and clarity for the mission you were always meant to fulfill. The divine does not make mistakes. It makes masterpieces out of chaos. When you look back on your life after tonight, you will see how every moment was a thread leading to this one. The second revelation is that your voice carries power. Not just the words you speak aloud, but the thoughts you choose to hold. Every thought is an instruction sent to the universe, and Archangel Michael now grants you authority over your inner dialogue. From this moment forward, your thoughts will begin to align with divine truth. The moment you think, "I am worthy," the universe will respond in agreement. When you say, "I am protected," angels will move to shield you. When you declare, "I am abundant," the gates of heaven will open wider than ever before. Your voice, your mind, and your soul are sacred instruments of creation. The third revelation is the most powerful of all. The miracle you are waiting for is already formed. It exists in the spiritual realm, complete and whole. What appears to you as waiting is simply the physical world adjusting to match what heaven has already finished. The moment you align your energy with faith, the miracle begins to descend into form. This is why Archangel Michael begged you not to skip this message, because what you're learning now activates the process. Once you understand that your miracle already exists, you stop chasing and start receiving. As these revelations sink into your heart, the scroll glows even brighter. Rays of golden light shoot outward, wrapping around you like a cocoon. You can feel each word etching itself into your soul, permanent, eternal, indestructible. These words are the codes of your new reality. Take a deep breath. The energy around you thickens like warm air before a storm. You can almost smell the electricity of it. The scroll of secrets is alive. It's pulsing, breathing, responding to your belief. You begin to understand something profound. Heaven's wisdom is not hidden from you. It's hidden within you. The scroll is a reflection of your own higher self, showing you what you already carry. Archangel Michael places his hand over your heart. The light from his palm enters your chest like a river of gold. You feel it spreading through your veins, clearing away fear, shame, and regret. His voice echoes again, "You are the keeper of divine truth. You are the guardian of light. Do not forget who you are." If your body feels light, if you feel warmth or peace flowing through you, that is the proof of alignment. It's the divine frequency confirming that the scroll has been sealed inside you. Whisper softly, "I receive the truth written for me." Let those words anchor the energy deeper. Archangel Michael then gives a sacred instruction. For the next 3 days, guard your energy. Speak only blessings. Think only truth. Align your words with light. Doing this strengthens the imprint of the scroll within your spirit. It ensures that nothing can distort the divine plan that has just been activated. Now, the chamber of light begins to shift. The golden walls fade into a deep blue glow. The color of divine wisdom. You can hear the rustle of angelic wings all around, a sound like wind moving through the stars. You are surrounded by watchers, guardians, and beings of light who have been waiting for this moment for lifetimes. They bow as Archangel Michael raises his sword. The sword bursts into a beam of light that touches your forehead gently. In that instant, visions might come to you, glimpses of what is yet to be. You may see symbols, faces, or places that feel familiar though you've never seen them before. You not be afraid. These are previews of your divine timeline, fragments of what will manifest if you continue walking this path of faith. Tap Amen 3774 to confirm that the scroll of divine secrets has been sealed within you. This number carries the vibration of wisdom, clarity, and spiritual mastery. When you write it, say silently, "I hold the truth within me." Feel the resonance of those words vibrating through your being. You may sense Archangel Michael withdrawing slightly now, but his presence doesn't leave. It becomes part of your aura, a constant field of strength around you. You are never without him again. Whenever you need guidance, simply close your eyes, take one breath, and call his name. The air will shift, and you will know he is near. Type Amen 9185 to anchor his light into your home, your family, and your future. This number represents eternal guardianship. Once invoked, the protection remains around you permanently, shielding you from every unseen harm. Now, as the chamber fades completely, you find yourself back in your own space. But something is different. The air feels alive, the silence feels sacred. The scroll of secrets still blows faintly within your heart. You can feel its warmth with every heartbeat, a reminder that you carry heaven's plan inside you. Stay still for a few moments longer. Listen to the faint hum around you. It's not imagination, it's the sound of divine alignment settling into your energy field. Every word, every light, every breath has brought you here for a reason. The scroll of divine secrets has been opened, and now, its keeper is you. Stay here. Stay with the sound of these words and with the stillness they carry. You have moved through the fire and received the scroll. Now you stand at the veil that separates the seen and unseen. The air around you feels charged, as if it's holding its breath. What you are about to experience is the moment where heaven leans closest to earth. Archangel Michael pulls at the crossing, a passage where your ordinary life begins to merge with divine order. Close your eyes for a moment and notice how the darkness behind your eyelids is not empty. It is filled with moving color, faint lights that pulse in rhythm with your heartbeat. That movement is the veil itself. It is not made of cloth or smoke. It is made of awareness, every thought that you surrender, every fear that you release. Thins that veil a little more. You are not trying to escape this world. You are learning to live in both at once, the material and the celestial, the human and the eternal. Archangel Michael stands at the threshold. His wings are spread wide, forming an arch of blue flame that marks the boundary between dimensions. The sound of his wings is like wind across water, steady and vast. When he looks at you, you do not feel judged. You feel known. Every moment of your life, the joy, the mistakes, the longing is reflected in his eyes. Yet there is no condemnation, only understanding, only love. He speaks softly. You are ready to see beyond what eyes can hold, but to pass through this veil, you must release the weight that keeps you anchored to illusion. You ask, what weight? And the answer comes not in words, but in sensation, the heaviness of resentment, the tightness of regret, the echo of guilt that you have carried for too long. These are the shadows that cling to your light, not to punish you, but because they have forgotten how to let go. Archangel Michael lifts his sword and draws a circle of light around you. The edge of the circle hums like the sound of distant thunder. Step into the circle, he says. You do, and as your foot crosses the glowing line, you feel something lift from your shoulders. The memories that once haunted you begin to drift away, dissolving into the air like mist under morning sun. You realize that forgiveness is not something given by others, it is something you decide for yourself. You whisper, I forgive. I am forgiven. The veil shimmers in response, growing thinner. The air begins to move, slowly at first, then with a current that brushes against your skin. It smells like rain and salt and something ancient. Archangel Michael lowers his sword, and where its tip touches the ground, a path of light appears leading through the veil. You can see shapes moving beyond it. Outlines of places you've dreamed of, faces that feel familiar though you've never met them. These are echoes from your higher timeline, glimpses of what exists when fear no longer dictates your choices. You take a step forward, and the light beneath your feet feels solid, as if you're walking on glass made of stars. Each step sends ripples of energy outward, and those ripples touch every virion of you that ever doubted, healing them instantly. You are not leaving your world behind, you are expanding into a greater one. As you walk, Archangel Michael's voice follows, remember, the veil is not meant to hide the divine from you. It is meant to protect the unready from the magnitude of truth. But you, my warrior of light, are ready. The veil begins to part like curtains drawn aside, and a rush of wind flunts toward you. It is filled with whispers, languages older than time, harmonies too complex for words. The sound moves through you rather than around you, varying the frequencies in your body. You can feel your heartbeat sinking with something immense. Now the veil dissolves completely. Before you stretches an expanse of golden light. Floating islands of energy shimmer like cities made of thought. Rivers of luminescence flow between them. You realize that this is not heaven in the way you were taught to imagine. This is the architecture of creation itself, the living thought of the divine. Every prayer ever spoken, every act of love, every spark of faith exists here as light. You are standing inside the mind of God. Archangel Michael gestures to the horizon, where two lights spiral together, forming a gate. Through that gate, he says, flows the future that is aligned with your highest purpose. What you will see there is a reflection of what you are to receive. You step closer to the gate. Its edges pulse with rhythm like a heartbeat. You hesitate, feeling both awe and humility. Will I come back? You ask. Archangel Michael smiles. You will, but you will not return as who you were. You walk through the gate, and for a moment there is only white, endless, brilliant white. When the light fades, you find yourself standing in a scene that feels both strange and deeply familiar. It is your life, but brighter. You see yourself smiling with ease, surrounded by harmony. The worries that have followed you for years are gone. This vision is not fantasy, it is the pattern of your fulfilled destiny. Archangel Michael's voice resonates around you. What you see is already written. Hold it in your heart. When you awaken each day, act as if it is already true, and it will become your reality. A current of warmth rushes through your body, sealing this vision into your spirit. You understand now that the veil was never outside of you. It was within your perception. Once you accept the divine as your constant companion, the veil cannot return. To confirm your crossing, type Amen 7052. This number carries the vibration of revelation and rebirth. When you type it, breathe deeply and imagine the gate's light anchoring into your everyday world. Archangel Michael now extends his hand. Take this gift, he said. In his palm lies a single feather made of blue fire. You accept it, and the flame doesn't burn. It merges with your skin, disappearing into your hand. That flame, he explains, is your reminder that the worlds are never truly separate. Wherever you walk, heaven walks with you. The gate begins to fade behind you, but the glow in your hand remains. You can feel its warmth pulsing gently with your heartbeat. It is proof of connection, a sign that you can never again be entirely lost. Type Amen 8321 to seal the light of the veil within you. As you do, say silently, I see beyond fear. I live within light. The veil has lifted, and now you stand between worlds, carrying both within you. Every choice from this point forward ripples through heaven and earth alike. You have become the bridge, the witness, the living miracle. Stay right here and let these words settle into the rhythm of your breath. What you are about to enter is not merely another message, it is a covenant. You crossed the veil, and now the divine offers you partnership. A covenant is not a promise made in passing. It is an agreement between eternity and the present moment. The light that touched you through Archangel Michael now asks for your conscious acceptance. If you listen with an open heart, you will feel the room around you grow still, as if all creation pauses to witness your reply. The covenant of light begins with recognition. You are not a seeker trying to find the divine. You are the divine remembering itself. That is the first law of the covenant, awareness. The second is willingness, the decision to live as a conduit of heaven's grace within a human world. Archangel Michael does not bind you with commands. He awakens your choice. He stands before you again, the same radiant figure of blue and gold, eyes brighter than dawn. In his hands he holds a small sphere of light that hums like the sound of stars breathing. He says softly, "This is the covenant of illumination." It does not demand perfection. It asks only for truth. As he speaks, the sphere lifts from his palm and begins to hover between you. Threads of light reach from it, touching your chest, your forehead, your hands. The threads do not pull. They pulse gently, asking permission. When you nod, they merge into you, spreading warmth through your entire body. The light carries memory, ancient vows made long before this lifetime, promises whispered between your soul and the divine. You remember fragments, an echo of laughter, a sense of standing beneath endless stars, a knowing that you once agreed to return to the world to help it remember its light. That memory moves through you like wine through fire, reigniting a purpose that never truly died. Archangel Michael's voice vibrates through the space. The covenant is simple. Where there is fear, you will bring courage. Where there is confusion, you will speak clarity. Where there is ache, you will carry compassion. And in every moment, you will remember that love is the highest form of truth. His words weave around you, forming a cloak of silver light that settles across your shoulders. You realize that this is not an external power you are receiving. It is your own essence being restored. Every doubt you once held begins to melt away. The same strength that holds galaxies in place pulses now through your veins. It is impossible to feel small in the face of this realization. You are both infinitesimal and infinite, human and holy. Take a breath and feel the air move through your lungs. Each breath you take from this moment forward carries a piece of that covenant. The divine does not need temples of stone. It dwells in the quiet rhythm of your breathing. Every inhale draws light into the world. Every exhale releases peace into the atmosphere around you. Archangel Michael lifts his sword once more, the blade now transparent as crystal. He traces a line above your head, leaving behind a trail of pure white radiance. This mark, he says, is the seal of the covenant. It cannot be seen by the eyes of fear. Only faith can recognize it. You feel a cool sensation at the crown of your head, followed by an expanding warmth that fills your mind with clarity. He continues, the covenant is not about power over others. It is about power within. You will meet people who are lost in shadow. Do not fear their darkness. Your light is strong enough to remind them who they are. The chamber of light around you shifts again. You see visions forming in the air, people you know, faces from your life, some smiling, some weeping. The light from your body reaches toward them like gentle streams. Each person touched by it brightens slightly, a burden lifting. This is the covenant in action. You're awakening others. For a moment, you might feel overwhelmed by the immensity of it. That is natural. The divine does not ask you to carry the world alone. It only asks you to be a lamp where you stand. A rest will unfold as it must. Archangel Michael steps closer, his hand resting lightly over your heart. You will forget at times, he says. The world will whisper that you are ordinary. When that happens, close your eyes and feel for the pulse of this covenant within you. It will remind you of who you truly are. The air vibrates again, and symbols of light begin to appear before you. Ancient shapes, circles intersecting with triangles, patterns that shift as you watch. They are not meant to be analyzed. They are living frequencies sealing your agreement with heaven. As each one touches your aura, a note of sound rings out until the chamber hums with a full chord of creation. You whisper, I accept. The sound of your voice merges with the music around you. The light responds instantly, tightening into a luminous thread that stretches upward into infinity. You understand that this thread connects you directly to the source. It will never break. To anchor this sacred exchange, type Amen 7339. This number represents divine partnership and active faith. As you type it, visualize the light thread weaving through every part of your life, your work, your relationships, your dreams, binding them with grace, Archangel Michael smiles, the edges of his wings brushing the floor of light. Now the covenant is alive within you, he says. It will speak through your intuition, it will guide your hands. When you act from love, you honor it. When you act from fear, it waits patiently for your return. Either way, it never leaves you. You feel your feet touch solid ground again. The room around you, though familiar, carries a subtle shimmer. It's as if the world itself acknowledges the change. You are still here, yet everything feels touched by something vast and benevolent. Take one more breath and let gratitude fill you completely. Gratitude is the language of angels, and when you express it, the covenant strengthens. Whisper a simple thank you, not only to Archangel Michael, but to yourself for saying yes. Type Amen 2201 to seal this moment of gratitude. Let it mark your acceptance of the covenant and your readiness to walk as a bearer of light in a world that often forgets its own brilliance. A covenant is made. It will not fade with time, nor be weakened by doubt. It will move through every heartbeat, every step, every act of kindness you offer. You are no longer simply awaiting a miracle. You have become part of heaven's promise to the earth. Stand quietly now. Feel the stillness settle over you like dawn. The covenant of light is complete, and the next breath you take begins the living of it. Do not move away. The energy that has surrounded you since the first word has reached its peak, and the heavens are leaning closer than ever before. You can almost feel it, the air itself feels charged, live, humming with invisible movement. You have walked through fire, crossed the veil, and accepted the covenant. Now, Archangel Michael places before you the symbol that measures divine timing, the hourglass of destiny. In the vision unfolding before your eyes, you stand in a vast chamber carved of celestial crystal. Every wall glimmers with starlight. And in the center of the room rests a massive hourglass, its glass walls glowing faintly with golden fire. The sand inside it is not sand at all, but shimmering dust made of light, particles of potential, each one a prayer, a dream, a promise waiting to descend into your reality. The air hums with power. You realize the hourglass is connected to time itself. Not the ticking seconds of human clocks, but divine time, where moments stretch and bend according to faith. Archangel Michael stands beside it, his wings casting reflections across the floor like rivers of light. He speaks softly. Every destiny has its season, and every miracle its appointed hour. You cannot rush divine time, but you can align with it. He moves closer, lifting the sword that glows with radiant blue light. With its tip, he touches the hourglass, and it begins to turn slowly, the light within it swirling like galaxies in motion. As it flips, the golden sand begins to fall. Each glowing grain carries an instruction from heaven, a piece of your future taking form. You hear Michael's voice again. Do you see how slowly it falls? That is the rhythm of patience, the heartbeat of creation. Those who try to shake the hourglass only scatter their own blessings. But those who watch with faith will see miracles fall into place with divine precision. You watch the sands fall, mesmerized. Some grains descend faster than others. Some hang in the air as if deciding when to move. Then, you understand. Each grain represents an aspect of your life. Love, health, peace, purpose, abundance. They are descending in perfect order, not delayed, but divinely timed. You take a step closer, and the energy of the hourglass pulls you in. You can feel it aligning with your heartbeat, syncing with your breath. Archangel Michael's presence grows stronger, his voice surrounding you like a psalm. You have waited long enough in worry. Now you must wait in wisdom. He explains that divine timing is not about waiting for something external. It is about preparing yourself to receive what is already yours. The miracle you have been promised. Set to unfold before 11 p.m. on October 17th, is not in the distant future. It is already descending, grain by grain, through the hourglass of your own belief. Suddenly, the chamber begins to vibrate. The hourglass glows brighter, and the falling light slows to a near stop. Michael raises his sword again and traces a glowing circle in the air. This is the sacred moment, he says, when faith meets fulfillment. When you no longer ask when, because you already know it is done. The circle he draws becomes a portal of light, reflecting your own image, but not as you are now. You see yourself radiant, fulfilled, walking in purpose and peace. The portal shows what your life looks like when divine timing completes its work. It is not fantasy. It is prophecy. Archangel Michael looks into your eyes. This vision will manifest as surely as the sun rises. But you must trust the process. Each grain of light that falls represents an answered prayer, even if you do not yet see its form. Do not interrupt it with fear. Do not speak delay into existence. Your words shape the flow of time. He teaches you a truth you understand. When you speak with doubt, you thicken the sands of time, slowing them. When you speak faith, you melt resistance and the light flows freely. That is the real secret of miracles. They respond to resonance, not desperation. You nod, understanding. The hourglass begins to glow brighter. And your reflection in the portal smiles back at you with knowing eyes. It's as if your future self is whispering, "It's already happening. Just keep walking." The chamber of light grows warmer. You can feel something shifting deep inside your spirit, as though your timeline itself is adjusting to match heaven's plan. The air feels heavy with potential. Every breath you take seems to pull your miracle closer. Archangel Michael lifts his hands and speaks again. Now, you must seal your alignment with divine time. Speak this truth aloud, and time will obey you. You repeat after him, "I am aligned with divine timing. I trust the flow of heaven. What is meant for me arrives without delay." As you finish the words, the golden sand inside the hourglass begins to fall faster, not chaotically, but with purpose. The energy thickens, as if heaven itself is moving in rhythm with your declaration. You realize that faith has accelerated what waiting could never achieve. Michael's wings flare open, filling the chamber with radiant light. The walls pulse with beat of your heart. He declares, "Your hour has come." The promise is unfolding. The heavens are rearranging reality for your good. You feel heat on your skin, not burning, but energizing. Your chest expands with a sense of vast possibility. Every limitation that once bound you feels brittle, ready to crack under the weight of truth. You can feel your destiny moving toward you, not in small steps, but in waves. Type Amen 7408 to claim alignment with divine time. When you do, breathe deeply and imagine the falling light anchoring into your life, each grain becoming an opportunity, a blessing, a miracle in motion. Archangel Michael now lowers his sword and sets the hourglass upright again. The final grains of golden light settle at the bottom, forming a foundation that glows like molten sunlight. He looks at you with quiet certainty. It is done. Time is no longer your enemy. From this moment, it is your eye. He extends his hand, palm upward, revealing a single grain of that divine light resting there. Keep this within your heart. He says, and you feel lost or delayed. Remember this light. He is proof that heaven is never late. The grain of light floats from his hand to yours, sinking into your palm until it disappears. You feel its pulse beneath your skin, beating in rhythm with your heart. You close your eyes for a moment, and when you open them, the hourglass is gone. The chamber of light dissolves. You are back in your world, yet everything feels different, lighter, freer, perfectly timed. Type Amen 9113 to seal this covenant of divine timing. As you do, know that every word you've spoken, every belief you've held, has already rewritten the story of your life. The hourglass has turned, the sands are falling. And destiny itself now bends to your belief. Do not fear the waiting anymore. It is not delay. It is preparation. For when divine time strikes its appointed hour, it will all unfold at once. Stay. Do not move, do not breathe too fast, do not rush this. You have come too far to turn away now. Every light that has touched you, every word that has poured through these moments has led to this single breath in time, the moment when heaven's promise descends into the world of form. The night of October 17th arrives. The sky above you glows with a depth of color you've never seen before, neither day nor night, but a veil of living gold and violet. The air trembles softly, carrying a sound like music from a place that isn't bound by distance. You look at the clock, the hands moving toward 11 p.m., and a stillness falls, deep enough to quiet even thought. Archangel Michael stands before you again, radiant beyond description. His wings are wider than the horizon, yet they fold gently around you as though you are all that exists. He speaks. The time has reached its fullness. A miracle written for you before time began now comes into sight. A wind rises from nowhere and everywhere, swirling with tiny flecks of light. Each fleck carries the memory of your prayers, your tears, your endurance. They circle you, faster and faster, until they merge into a single column of light. You feel it entering through the crown of your head, flowing through your heart, down through your hands and feet. It is not outside energy. It is you. Waken. Everything you once feared seems suddenly small. A weight of years lifts. A peace older than words fills you. You know, without explanation, that nothing in your life has been random, that every heartbreak and delay was the hand of heaven rearranging your path. The miracle you were promised is not arriving to you. It is unfolding from within you. Archangel Michael's sword shines brighter than the stars. He raises it and declares, "The light that you have called now belongs to you, you will walk with it, seek with it, lie with it. The world will see it and know that heaven is near. The light around you bursts outward, filling every space it touches. It moves through walls, through air, through miles, carrying peace into every life connected to yours. You can sense joy awakening in unseen places, people laughing, hearts healing, paths opening. You realize the miracle is not a single event. It is a chain of light that began with your faith. Top Amen 5572 to receive this final blessing. When you do, breathe slowly and whisper, "It is done." Michael lowers his sword and smiles. "Your name is written in light," he says. "Walk in peace, for nothing can undo what heaven has sealed." As the clock strikes 11:00 p.m., the wind softens. The golden light settles gently into your chest, glowing like an eternal ember. You understand now, the miracle was never waiting for you, it was waiting for you to believe. Type Amen 1009 to seal the miracle and carry it into every day that follows. A night is still. A promise is fulfilled. A miracle is here.